There comes a time, the whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising, we're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery, never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Chukwukika Biama. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the wind of a tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising, we're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe, black strands crossing grey stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, the actions I see malice. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. We go carry the cross together, we walk through to Zion. We stumble, we rise, how the victory was done. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world. Because the sun is rising, I still be shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. They will know, they will know, they will know. Keep our light shining. The sun is rising. Oh, wave your flag anywhere you are. Keep our light shining. The sun is rising. Keep our light shining. The sun is rising. Freedom, freedom, yeah. We are the sun, we are rising.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning to some of you according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. This is Biafra Television Europe. Today is the 15th day of April 2025. Coming to you live. Thank you for joining us. I remain the fearless IPOB evangelist Mazi Madapchi Nwachukwu. I am from Ndiabo. Ndiabo is in Aninri. Aninri is a local government in Odiva province, Biafra land. Thank you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. And IPOB is championing for the freedom of Biafra people under self-determination. And the IPOB is calling for the referendum for the Biafran people. And that is why Nigeria has been killing us. And that is why we are still agitating because referendum must be granted to us. Before we move forward, we will not fail to read IPOB press release. After reading it, we may go on broken English. Anyway, broken English. Right? Or we'll be mixing it because today's program is all about Nigeria. And we'll bring it to the understanding of everybody, because there is no gain in one Nigeria, and those that Nigeria was created for their favor have never gained anything in Nigeria. But few individuals are the people who have caged them in the name of not, in the name of we are the North, in the name of we are in power, in the name of we own Nigeria. But the citizens are crying, the citizens are dying in the hands of terrorists, the citizens are hungry. We are going to touch those places, but for now, let us go and read IPOB press release, because we want Nigerians and they ignored us. But today, every side in Nigeria is getting the heat of government-sponsored terrorists, which they operate in the name of Fulani herdsmen, but they are terrorists. Boko Haram are in them. Nigerian army, official Nigerian army, are among these Fulani herdsmen. Nigerian army, ISIS are among them, right? Recently, they want to change them to hunters, but it will not work. Let us go to IPOB press release, because it is connected to our program today. IPOB press release 15/4/2025. IPOB cautions Igbo leaders not to gather Igbo youths for recruitment into Nigerian army. You should pardon me, I have a little eye issue, just a little one, but I can read out, right? The esteemed family and organizations of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB globally advised all Igbo traditional rulers, religious leaders, traders, community leaders, youth groups, and PGs of each community to dismiss the solicitations from the infamous Nigerian Army headquarters to encourage Igbo youths to enlist the Nigeria to enlist in the Nigerian Army. IPOB knows about the public and the private discussions from the Nigerian Army with numerous Igbo leaders, encouraging them to rally Igbo youths to join the Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army has begun employing Igbo individuals to mislead Ndi Igbo into enrolling their children in the Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army assigned 3,000 individuals from Kaduna and various northern states, while only 200 individuals were allocated to each state from the southeast region, indicating that we do not belong to Nigeria at all. Join the Nigerian Army and endure the challenges. The question is, if the Nigerian Army presents a solid job prospect, will the Nigerian government or its violent military provide Igbo youth with such an opportunity? The northern factions and the Nigerian government methodically surrendered the Nigerian secure frameworks to Boko Haram and the various terrorist organizations in the north. Currently, they are seeking Igbo youths, Igbo young people, to be sacrificed in order to maintain the terrorism enterprise. Furthermore, we decline to permit Biafrans to join the colonial imperialist ECOWAS standby force in the intended proxy conflicts against the Sahel nations is in this 21st century. Before you encourage Igbo youths to enlist in the deadly Nigerian army, consider these questions. What will happen to our brothers and sisters who were in Nigerian army before you rally Igbo youths to enlist in the legal Nigerian army? Consider if anything happens afterwards, you are going to bear the consequences. What will happen to our brothers and the sisters who were already part of the Nigerian army? How many Biafrans in the Nigerian army have been elevated to the highest rank despite their bravery and qualifications? Are Igbo individuals not eligible for the positions of Chief of Defense Staff, Chief of Army Staff, IG of Police, DSS Director, NSA, and others? Are our young people not capable of securing jobs in the Central Bank, NNPC, EFCC, Customs, and other profitable parastatals in Nigeria? What actions has the Nigerian government taken to support the families of soldiers who died in active duty defending Nigeria? These are questions. So, why are the valiant Igbo soldiers who died with their peers to prevent Nigeria's downfall in 1966 characterized, betrayed, and labeled the Igbo coup plotters, resulting in the slaughter of thousands of indigenous and non okay in the slaughtering of Ndi Igbo in the north during that same year. We urge the Nigerian government and its army, which is infiltrated by the terrorists, to disclose the names of all Nigerian army personnel killed by the Boko Haram, ISWAP, Al-Qaeda, Fulani Miyetti Allah terrorists, and the other related terrorist organizations in northern Nigeria from 2015 to present. The Nigerian army declined to disclose the identities of the killed soldiers since more than 70% of the deceased were Igbo Biafrans. The Nigerian government intends to enlist Igbo young people and dispatch them to the killing fields of northern terrorists as a means of population reduction. Furthermore, the same military sends those terrorists who have penetrated the Nigerian army to the southeast region to slaughter Igbo youths and destroy communities. Currently, the army is seeking to enlist additional Igbo youth into their imperialist-funded ECOWAS standby force for their proxy conflict with the Sahel nations. Our difficult recommendation to the Nigerian army is to enlist thousands of Igbo youths whom they unlawfully hold in different detention facilities across Nigeria, or even better, visit the mass graves where young thousands of Igbo youths were buried, and enlist their bodies into the Nigerian army to fight for them. In conclusion, we caution Ndi Igbo against encouraging and campaigning for Igbo youths to enlist to combat state and foreign sponsored terrorists who have more resources than the Nigerian army. We will hold responsible anyone who encourages Igbo youths to the slaughter of Fulani terrorists under the guise of joining Nigerian army. IPOB will oppose all depopulation's strategies targeting Ndi Igbo. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. In case you are just joining us, this is Biafra Television Europe. Biafra Television Europe is under IPOB, and IPOB is led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He is our leader, and he's still incarcerated in DSS confinement, illegally detained despite several court orders that have asked for his release from 2015, December 17, till 2022, till 2022, October 26, because there was two court judgments that discharged Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The first one was 13th of October 2022, discharged and acquitted. The second one was 26th of October 2022, discharged and asked that he should be sent back to Kenya. Then we move to our topic. What is the gain for one Nigeria? Before we move to analyze and bring it from 1914, let us go to this very video. Let us see the primary gain of the northern Nigerians, even as their
Later they will call me, I'll tell you.
That's it. It's okay. Yeah, we'll not move forward. Thank you. I think you have watched it. We don't want to cross that there is an area we don't want to cross. Area that will violate what the rules of these very people on the internet. So we move. This is the gain. Okay, let me go low on this very broken English. Waiting we just watch now people weeping, crying because of the mass burial in Plateau State for Nigeria. Now people wey Fulani herdsmen kill. Now in them bury, you see the family members crying. The other girl they call uncle. Now as she dey cry, nobody know wetin go happen this night, because na Fulani herdsmen, na them be the government. If you go for that community now, you go see the community people where they talk. wey dey talk out for the hearing of people, all of them dey cell. But the Fulani wey dey kill people, nobody dey for cell. The broken dey disturb me. I no fit speak broken. Let me go move forward, please. I no fit speak broken. It's a problem to me. I didn't learn it. So let's move. Now, Nigeria was created 1914. And the agenda for the creation of Nigeria by the British was that the North is too poor. Now, that is to say, they brought the North and the South together so that the North will be built, developed, with the wealth from the South. That's the purpose of the creation of Nigeria. Did the British fulfill the promise? Yes, they fulfilled it. They handed power over to the North. But the particular Northerners they handed power over to are Fulanis. Which is to say, they did not hand power over to the indigenous Northerners. Because everybody in Nigeria are British slaves. So they look for foreigners to hand over Nigeria to and empower the foreigners who are Fulanis to take over everywhere as they can, that they are free to kill, free to take over. They are the people that will rule Nigeria. And the British have been maintaining this. And the question is, have they not become rich? The purpose of creating Nigeria, have they achieved it? The answer is no. Now, before we go to that place, let us come to security of the citizens. Because in Aburi Accord Agreement that was truncated by the Nigerian state led by the Northerners, who believes that Nigeria is their own private property, who believes that they will gain in Nigeria, who believes that one Nigeria will make them better. They resorted to truncating the Aburi Accord Agreement that gave them regional security, gave us regional security, gave the Yoruba regional security. I don't want to touch some other places, but we have the right to secure our people. That was why the British was against, because the agreement gave us security, gave the Yoruba security, gave the Northerners security. But the British don't want independent security of the people, especially the people of the East, because they need to be invading the East. And at the same time, they want the Easterners to always see their life in danger so that they will be submissive to the colonial masters or those they handed power over to in Nigeria, so that our resources will be taken by them at will. Because if they allow that very Aburi Accord Agreement that gave us security, they are seeing it that they will not have express road to our resources. So they resorted to truncating it. But we return back to the Northerners. You that fought that one Nigeria should remain so that you will gain one Nigeria. Now, millions of Biafrans have been killed so that Nigeria will be one and be better. What is the betterness of Nigeria? To make the North rich, because Nigeria was created because the North is too poor, right? Now, Biafrans have been killed. So many policies have been placed on the people of Biafra so that the North will become rich. Biafrans, people from the East, have been denied so many positions to the extent that after 10 years of the very genocide, which have never stopped, a Biafran, or 9 years, a Biafran became a vice president of Nigeria, LS Epueme. under Vice President to Alhaji Shehu Shagari, 1979. Because of that, Shagari was overthrown. The Northerners concluded that Igbo man to be vice and Igbo man Okadibo to be special advisor to Mr. President. And the return of Ojukwu from Ivory Coast, 1982, that automatically Igbo people are now in charge of Nigeria. Now they didn't think that Shagari is a Northerner. All they decided is they concluded and sent Buhari. Buhari went and overthrew a Shagari, legitimate president of Nigeria. Buhari committed treason, 1983, because they must present the northern policy. Nigeria was handed over to the north. They discussed and removed a northerner. That's why the president was not killed. Because they want to shift a northerner so that Igbo man will not be closer to the power. Now you get it. Now the question now is, why is the north not secured? Why is north not secured? The reason for this question is because they have people who was deployed into the east to massacre innocent people, and today they are ignoring terrorists. Now, the north have been overrun by terrorism, and the same northern Nigeria are the people whom Nigeria was handed over to, and they are the people that Nigeria was created for their own good. They are the people that Nigeria was created because they are too poor. I have not come to that their welfare on that side. I am on the area of security. These people have provided 10 presidents, but they are 9 people, but it is 10, right? Tafa Balewa, a northerner, though he was Hausa, we count him as a northerner. Gowon, a northerner. Murtala Muhammad, a northerner. Who again? Shagari, a northerner. Buhari, northerner. Be counting. I've counted 5. Babangida, northerner. 6. Abacha, northerner. 7. These are northerners that have ruled Nigeria. Absalami Abubakar, northerner. 8. Umaru Yar'Adua, northerner. 9. Buhari again, northerner. 10. Now, who are civilians among them? Tafa Balewa, Shagari, Umaru Yar'Adua. 3. Out of the 9 people, it is 9 persons, but they rule 10 times, right? That is 10 presidents, because Buhari ruled 2 times. Out of the 9 people, 3 are civilian presidents. Others are military presidents. Forget about the Buhari second tenure. He was a military president of Nigeria. Why did he disobey court orders? Is that not military? Why did they go to Kenya and kidnap Nnamdi Kanu? Is that civilian rule? Why do they massacre IPOB family members that were on peaceful protest? Why do they kill NSAT protesters? Is that military rule? Is that a civilian rule? That is military rule. Now, these remaining 6 are military generals. Why is it that they cannot stop terrorism in the north? Why is it that they cannot give northerners security? Don't count those that died. I don't want to remember. Just count them in number, because These are people that the Northerners are making mouth of, that they rule Nigeria, they have been ruling Nigeria, and they will still be ruling us. So you don't remember the dead because they make mouth of them. What we want to get now is the gain of the Northerners. After presenting the gain of the Northerners, let's know, we will now come to other regions who are championing one Nigeria. They will tell us their hope. Understand this program. They will tell us their hope because as it stands now, North, that is the first class citizens of Nigeria, do not have security. And Nigeria was created for North to be good, for North to be rich, for North to be healthy, for North to be eating well, for North to be developed. If you develop a land and bring insecurity, okay, you developed the land and brought insecurity, is there any development? If you build a bridge and send terrorists to kill the people that will be going through the bridge, did you build a bridge? If you build roads and bring killers to kill the owners of that road, people that will be going through those roads, did you build a road? That's why when they do not give us security and they are telling you that they are developing, they are bringing development, we'll be laughing at them because the first thing before development is security. Because it is when people are alive, they can even work and develop their land. Just like Devuma, he was bringing Fulani, he gave them grant to massacre citizens while he was developing Ebony. He ignored security. Those you are building those things for, Fulanis are killing them. And you don't care about Fulani, and you are busy presenting what you are constructing to the media. You don't allow the killings by Fulani to be presented. That is hypocrisy because that is the main key. The good road was constructed so that there will be no accident. Are you understanding? The bridge or flyover was constructed so that there will be no accident. Now, if you have brought this development for people to feel good, and in the other hand, you brought in terrorists to be killing the people, who is deceiving who? Now, for example, there is no embassy in the whole Biafra land where they call Eastern Nigeria, which the boundaries have been destroyed, right? Now, there is no foreign embassy. And the embassies of foreign countries are in Lagos and in the northern Nigeria. That is to say, they have foreign presence and they denied us foreign presence. That is why they do not give us international airport, because there is nothing the foreigners are coming here to do. The whole foreigners you see here are criminals who came to steal from our resources. Because if he's not a thief, he would have asked, why do we not have embassy here? He would have been worried that their plane should be landing in Iguacha, where they call Port Harcourt, should be landing direct in Calabar, should be landing direct in Uyo, should be landing direct in Owerri, should be landing direct in Asaba, should be landing direct in all these places. But they will land in the north or land in the Lagos because that's where their embassies are. Are you understanding? Now let us move. The north that have Gowon do not have security. The north that have what are their name? Absalami alive do not have security. The north that have T.Y. Danjuma, who knows how to kill Aguironsi, do not have security. The north that have emirs, and sultan, that is the head of religion, both Christian and Muslim, he's the head of all religion. They control even your Christian religious leaders. Is that not a sultan that controls them? Is the head of religion. Are you not aware? Why is it that he cannot provide security for the northerners? Now, now the North that have ruled Nigeria. Okay, let us check from the year of independence. You should help us and calculate. Write it in the comment section. Don't forget that this is Biafra Television Europe. Right? Under IPOB. Write it in comment section as you are. We are counting or checking and minusing. Right? Plusing and minusing. Let us look into it and see if what the northerners are passing through today is what they are supposed to be passing through. Now, if it is not what they are supposed to be passing through, what do other Nigerians want to gain in Nigeria? Because with this foundation given to the northerners by the colonial masters, and this condition given to the northerners by Nigeria, because it is Nigeria that allowed them to have rule over them. We will now consider if they have gained from it. It's only a fool that will show you Abuja when the owners of Abuja are crying for hunger. It is only a fool that will come and show you foreign companies in Kano when terrorists are killing people, owners of the land. It's only a fool that will show you what Buhari worked in Katsina or Katsina, where the citizens of Katsina are being slaughtered by Fulani herdsmen. That is to say, he did not build that for the indigenous people. He built it for Fulani herdsmen. He built it for Fulani terrorists. He built it for their brothers, because the owners of the land, he's sure that they will be killed all and take over their land. Do you understand? Buhari have ruled, but even when he was ruling, terrorists overrun his land. Now let us continue. The North that have ruled Nigeria, which will still count. I say, wait, we'll count it, how many years they rule. But let me touch some areas. They are the most poor. Northern Nigeria is the most poor region that you can imagine of. And their poor is not just poor. That is wretched. That is where you see poverty in your life. You know, you may be hearing poverty. You never tested it. Go to Northern Nigeria. You will see poverty. You begin to thank your God. Northern Nigeria. How many presidents have I counted that rule from them? Northern Nigeria. The reason why Nigeria was created, for their own good. Northern Nigeria. And this is 111 years now. From 1914 to 2024 is 110 years. And 2025 is 111 years. That Nigeria was created because the North is too poor. And the 111 years, the North is still too poor. And that is to say, the creation of Nigeria was rubbish, because the agreement was after 100 years, people are free to go their separate years, their separate ways. Now, why is because it is rubbish is because even the primary aim of creating Nigeria was not achieved. Making the North rich was not achieved, because the North is too poor was the only language from the God of Nigeria. Look at, he created Nigeria and gave a statement. Why did you amalgamate Nigeria and the North and the South? He said because the North is too poor. 111 years, the North is still too poor. Unimaginable poverty. Now, the North are still, they will give you the highest number of beggars. Highest number of beggars. In short, Northerners as a whole, they cherishes begging. North do not see begging as anything. In Northern Nigeria, begging is an occupation. In Northern Nigeria, people pray to be injured. In Northern Nigeria, somebody prays, or somebody will be praying to have injury. If you go to Northern Nigeria, somebody will be praying to be sick so that you become a beggar. In Northern Nigeria, somebody will pray to have accident so that will become a beggar. People will be giving him something. The people that Nigeria was created because they are too poor. the same people are cutting the nails of the Southerners, that their resources was designed to make the North rich. Are you understanding? The resources, mineral resources of the Southerners was designed to make the Northeast rich. And today, the Northerners that Nigeria was created to make rich are still cutting the nails of the same Southerners that they stole their resources and deny them access to their resources. The same Northerners that occupy the resources of the Southerners are still cutting the nails of the Southerners. Still begging at the front door of Southerners. Still begging at the place where Southerners are doing business. Still begging in the streets where Southerners are living. The same people Nigeria was created because they are too poor. 111 years, they have not been rich. What do other tribes want to gain in Nigeria? It's a big question. Then let us go and count how many years they have ruled Nigeria. We have counted how many presidents that have ruled from the north. Now let us calculate. I'll still come back to the analysis. We have not touched education. We have not touched areas. I just touched there in case you are joining us. We move. Nigeria, that's how we calculate it. Because if we start counting years, Maka Mohammed ruled from this so year to so year. It will confuse us. Right? Gowon ruled from so year to so year. We may miscalculate it. Let us do a simple mathematics. We are IPOB and we are Biafrans. Right? Now, from 1960 till now, which Nigeria had independence, how many years? 65 years. It is now 65 years if you count 2025. Right? If you count 2025, it will be 65 years. And we will count it. Now, we'll do the minus now. Minus 6 years of Jonathan. Jonathan ruled 2 years of Yaradua and ruled his own 4 years, 6 years. Minus it, that is deducted from 65 years. It remains for 59 years. Obasanjo ruled 1976 to 1979, 3 years. Deduct it from 59 years. It remains 56 years. Now, Obasanjo ruled again. Remember, we are on 56 years. Obasanjo ruled again from 1999 to 2007, 8 years. We have 56 years remaining. Deduct 8 years from 56 years. We'll get 48 years, right? Now, we still have 48 years. Now, Tinubu ruled 2 years. Deduct it from 48 years minus 2 years. It remains 46 years. 46 years remain. Who ruled 46 years? Northern Nigeria. Then let us go back. How many years did the Yoruba ruled? 13 years. Obasanjo ruled 11 years. 8 years plus 3, 11 years. Tinubu ruled 2 years plus 11 years, which is 13 years of Yoruba people have ruled Nigeria. Still, Ogun State are still running. I'm coming there for insecurity. Then we move. The Easterners, through Jonathan, who they call South, right? But I know why I'm bringing that one. Because we are not doing Igbo thing. I'm just talking about Easterners. You see, we are not partial. Though they say we are not together, that you see me bringing Jonathan as somebody that ruled from the East. Now we bring it. He ruled 6 years. Right? And he was only ruling the North because he has no position. He has no position in Nigeria as Easterner, he became a mistaken president because the president died. The president from the north died. That's why he became a mistaken president, just by mistake. So when he served the 2 years, he now won 1 year. Because of him, they formed Boko Haram. Because of him, they started destroying the north because they want to remove him. That is to say, if it is to count, we will not count that 4 years. But I know why I'm counting it. 6 years of Jonathan, that is Easterners. 12 years, 13 years of Yoruba, right? Then 44 years, 46 years of Northern Nigeria. Now, Northern Nigeria have ruled Nigeria for 46 years. They are the most poor in the most poor region. They can give you highest number of beggars. They will give you the highest number of illiterates. Educated Northerners cannot be local government chairman, cannot even be councillor in my village, in our villages in Igbo land. We see their senators and House of Rep members. They cannot talk. Some of them cannot speak English. People that are representing their people in House of Assembly. If you come to our place, he can never be a councillor. Though he's a graduate from the north, after all, his score is too low. But because he's a northerner, do you understand? They will give you highest number of illiterate. Now, hunger. That is where you will see hunger. You will say, so there is hunger. But in the other side, they say they have resources. What are their resources? Agriculture. Now, how come people that always boast with agriculture, we are this, we are that, why are they the most poor? Then why is it that it is a place where you see poverty, the main original poverty? The poverty in the north, you cannot pronounce it very clear. But these are people who have ruled Nigeria for 46 years out of 65 years of Nigerian independence. These are people that Nigeria was created because they are too poor, so that the wealth of the southerner will be used to make the north rich. Today, they do not have security, even as they have military generals. Today, they denied even east, those positions of chief of army staff, chief of defense staff. The one Ihejirika was holding, their body was shaking, they were on fire. They thought that the north is gone because Ihejirika was chief of army staff. That's all. But the question is, after occupying these positions, after ranking themselves, giving them the northerners the highest ranking in the military, in other parastatals, why is it that the north do not have security? Why is it that the north are dying? Why is it that north are running away from their communities? Why is it that north do not have life of their own today? Why is it that northern Nigeria is gone? It's a question. Now, from the analysis, you can understand that the northern Nigeria did not gain anything. You point at Babangida. He's an individual. Why didn't Babangida give them education? Why didn't Abacha give them security? Why didn't Absalami give them, what is it called? Food. Why didn't Buhari give them security too? Another one is deadly diseases. Why didn't one person fight deadly diseases like Yaradua? Why is not northern Nigerian citizens where you will see deadly diseases that you cannot know the name? There are diseases in the north, you don't know a name to give to it. Why is it that the love their presidents have for them, they was not able to fight any of these things? Then when they come to you, they'll tell you that northerners love themselves. It's a lie. This is feudal system they are running in the north, making everybody poor. They have brought light. Making everybody poor, excuse me, making everybody poor, excuse me,
Oh, 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 yeah. There comes a time the whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising.
we are back. We are back. We have a little issue there. We are back. So that is it. They make everybody poor in the north so that they can control them anytime they want. Now, from what we have witnessed in the north, what do the Yoruba expect to gain in Nigeria? Have presidency ever helped a region? If president can help a region, why are the north still suffering anything that will be called suffering? Why is north still going through it? Why is it the portion of the north? If suffering, begging, poverty, disease, insecurity, illiterate are the portion of the northern Nigeria, which are the first class citizens, have been pampered. Even as Fulanis are killing people, nobody's arresting them. They have been pampered, encouraged to kill people, encouraged to rule people, encouraged to clamp people down, encouraged to control people, encouraged to terrorize people. Why is it that their lives are not better? Why are the North still begging in streets? Why are the North still cutting my nails? Why are the North still pushing barrels for us? Why are the North still doing job for us? Why do the North do not have home of their own? They have been overrun by terrorists after providing 10 presidents of Nigeria. It is 9 in number, but Buhari ruled 2 times. That is 10. After providing army generals in Nigeria, after providing chief of army staffs, chief of defense staff, chief of naval staff, chief of air staff, police chiefs, why is it that the North do not have life of their own? But Easterners that have never occupied these positions, it is northern Nigeria that is even recruiting insecurity in our land. It is Nigerian government that is bringing policy that will change the life of the Easterners. It is Nigerian government that is coming with policies that they will use to attack Easterners. As for Easterners that they do not allow to rule, as for Easterners Jonathan was mistakenly a ruler because Yar'Adua died. So that is not ruling. The 4 years he won, they didn't allow him. They formed Boko Haram. So you don't count that one. But I just counted it then. So we continue. They are burning the markets, the shops, where the same Easterners that they have denied this position they have developed. This is the same northern Nigeria do not practice one Nigeria. If they travel to other regions, they can never build a house. They will use wood to do batter and live. They never enjoy life, even as Nigeria was created for their own good. Now, if number one citizens, the kings of Nigeria, cannot live in a house, they live in batters, very dirty place, very forbidden place. If they come to your place, and they will say checking point there to be guiding them. If they cannot live good life, what do Yoruba need from Nigeria? What do Easterners need from Nigeria? Because Yorubas, president cannot save you. If presidency can save, Obasanjo would have given you a lasting security. If presidency can save, Osibanjo would have secured your land under vice president. If president can save, Tinubu would have put you in heaven. So, who have president saved? Which region have president helped? We want to know if president can help. If president of a region, regional president can solve a problem, why have the problems of the north increased instead of being solved? What the northerners are passing through, is that what they were passing through before Nigeria was created? The Hausa people was earlier civilized. The Hausa people, they even manufacture gun. The white people came there and discovered they manufacture gun. Why is it that after creating Nigeria, there is no more Hausa? Why is it that the Nigeria created have destroyed Hausa? Why is it that the Nigeria created have destroyed the Yoruba? Because Tinubu is on power. Osun State is on fire. Ogun State is running. Oyo State, Kwara State is on fire over terrorism. Why is it that Tinubu in power cannot give them security? Who have regional presidents solve their problem? Then you see why IPOB have monitored Nigeria and discovered that there is no other option than to go our separate ways. Because the people that Nigeria was created for their own good are still too poor. And we that was created to be slaves are managing to survive because they have overlooked us. Then why should I be dreaming to be a Nigerian? Have the one Nigeria ever worked? If the one Nigeria is working, it will start from the life of Northerners. If the one Nigeria should be hopeful of, we should be looking into the life of Northerners. If after 111 years, the life of Northerners have not changed, because Nigeria was created because the North is too poor. If after 111 years from 1914 to 2025, that is to say, there is nothing any region will gain from Nigeria because the first class citizens are still smelling. The first class citizens are still cutting my nails. The first class citizens are being controlled. The first class citizens do not have mindset of their own. They will be controlled by one imam or one alhaji. They cannot be their own. They cannot be independent. They are under feudalism. That is to say, they are animals. But you cannot think. One idiot will come and say he is a imam, he is a alhaji, he is this. He will control the community to go and burn house. He will control the community to vote for Fulani. He will be control the community to be running away from Fulani who do not own a land. That is how North went down. Today, the state of Gowon is on fire. But Gowon killed over 7 million. Today, he don't have strategy to fight terrorists. Now, the North that makes smart, they will not give food to the South. The North do not have food. The North are hungry. The North cannot even go to farm. The North cannot even sleep. The North that threaten the East to leave the North cannot even relax and sleep in their North. What is the gain in the North? And what is the gain of the Northerners? And what do the Yoruba expect to gain from Nigeria? What the Easterners expect to get from Nigeria? Why can't we go our separate ways? If Northerners that used to threaten Southerners, you are going to leave our land, they themselves, if any Northerner leave the North and come to the East, he is already in heaven. But the same people that are on fire, one imam or one governor or senator who do not mean well for them because he's a Fulani, will come and control them because they made them too poor. Because one person, somebody will serve Alhaji, his children will serve Alhaji, his grandchildren will serve Alhaji. They don't have mindset of their own. Is that a Nigeria you need? How do you think they will allow you? How do you think that they will allow your region to be peaceful when the number one citizens of Nigeria do not have peace? Don't you know that they will set your own region on fire? Why are they sending Fulani to torment you? Because their land have gone. Every Northerner dreams to go to the East. But you see their imam, you will see their politicians, they will use one organization, one Mietiala terrorist, to threaten the Easterners. You are going to leave the North. But the Northern citizens do not have life of their own. Are you not happy that people are from the South and they are still living in your land? You are not happy because your mindset was controlled by some sultans, by sultanas and emir. Taking your mind away, you forgot that the people you are asking to go from your land, they are the reason why you are still breathing. If they leave your land and go to their land is peaceful, and the terrorists will swallow you because there will be no more there is no more stranger. They will slaughter you and take the land. But the same people are the people they will engineer you to be threatening. The people that is making your place to be alive. The same Southerner that come to keep your place alive. The people that have ruined your life in the North in the name of politics and tell you they are ruling, which you are not benefiting. The oil wells by Sultan of Sokoto, owned by Sultan of Sokoto, are you benefiting from it? If yes, where are you begging? But the Northerner will come and tell me, we are the North ruling. You have army generals. Why can't you have security? The Northerner will tell me, we are ruling, that you are hungry. You have a chief of army staff, but terrorists is overrunning you, killing you. You have a Babangida alive. Hey, Babangida is a man. Oh, terrorists is, so he cannot give them idea. Absalam, hey, I'm ruling Nigeria. He cannot give them idea. Gowon knows how to kill. He cannot give them idea. Do you see you are gone? Then why must I be forcing myself into one Nigeria? People that are from the East. Why must you force yourself? People from Yoruba, they have made you a willing tool. If you are not a willing tool, why is it because of presidency of Tinubu, you collapse your security, you open your back and Fulani overrun you? Today, Tinubu is not after because he was there to perfect the Fulanization agenda, just to be president. And thereby, his own people are gone. He don't care because what they are doing is personal interest. But when they come out, they will present it as your collective interest. Hey, it is our turn, no. It is never your turn. Highest, you will appoint the same criminals from Yoruba land into power. What do you benefit from the minister? Okay, a Yoruba woman is Chief Justice of Nigeria. Okay, what do you gain from her? Now, let us look into the appointment. Hey, Tinubu is appointing his people. Is he not to torment people? Is he for the gain of Yoruba? He appoints people for his own political gain, to use those positions to torment people, not for Yoruba to gain. Yoruba is the head of DSS. What are you gaining? To use him to torment other regional citizens. Then, if he torment them, will the Yoruba citizens gain from it? Now, I want to know. Yoruba is the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kekere. right? Now, what are Yoruba citizens gaining from that position of kekere? Hey, Osun State got 3 ministers. These are individuals. What do you get from the minister? Hey, Ebonyi State is getting minister, Dave Umahi. What do they get from the minister? Because if you ask them to nominate a minister, they will not nominate Dave Umahi. These are people given position based on party rights, not for the favor of the people. It is party rights. It is your right in the party. After election, they will recommend those that have rights in the party, not for the good of the people, but for the good of the party. But it says our person, yeah, our own is a minister. Did you recommended him? Did you nominate him to represent you? Can you control the minister? The minister was appointed for the interest of the president and also the party. Are you getting it? Now, do you know Yoruba is the Attorney General? If he's Attorney General, why had he not make law, amended laws? Okay, why can't he push? He's the head of, he's the Attorney General. Why can't he make law that will hold Fulani to stop tormenting the people of Ogun, Osun, Oyo, Kwara? Why can't he make laws, Attorney General? But Fulani cannot be arrested for tormenting Yoruba people, for terrorizing Yoruba people. But a Yoruba man is Attorney General. Yoruba woman is Chief Justice. Yoruba man is DSS. What are the gains? These are individuals who are just enjoying party rights. But in Nigeria, they will tell you, they will hook it to ethnicity. Hey, it's our own now. It's our own. What are you gaining? You only gain intimidation of other regions using your own people. But you think it is for your own good. No. If presidency can help. For now, Yoruba land should be free of Fulani herdsmen terrorism. But president doesn't help. If president can help, the government of Buhari, no northerners will be attacked. But there is mass burial still going on under Buhari, still going on under Tinubu. Why Shetima is vice president from the north? Who have vice president saved as a region? If yes, that it can save, what is the gain of Yoruba in the hand of what is the name? Osibanjo? All these things are drama. Hey, let us change power in 2017. Did you create Nigeria again? Let us change power in 2025. Did you create Nigeria again? Let us change the power of 2027. Will you create Nigeria again in 2027? The answer is no. Is it not the same Nigeria? Is it not the same people that will move from party to party? Is it not the same criminal that was a secretary to the other one that is now minister to this one? Is it not the same criminals that was PRO to the other one that is now provost to this one? Why are you deceiving yourself? Was Nigeria created for your own good? It was created because the north is too poor. Now, the only hope you have in Nigeria is if you see the life of the northerners being good. But day by day, the life of northerners are going down, not conducting mass burial. Then you, that is not the owner of Nigeria, what do you expect? Why are they envying the East? Why do they recruited criminals? Why do they believe in terrorists to use it and control the East? Why do they believe in so? Why do they recruited fake agitators to destroy the East? Why do they do so? Because they are envying the East. They are envying us over the peace we have, because they that themselves that are in power, they do not have peace. So if the trouble is one side, they will not like it. They want to make the terrorism a national issue so that their particular north will not be blaming them. They don't want the northern citizens to hold them responsible. That is what the northern politicians are running away from, because hence Nigeria is divided. They are coming home with nothing. Northern leaders are coming home with nothing. These are individuals who went and sold public funds and kept their people hungry. These are people who occupy oil wells while their people are hungry. But the people that do not hold only one single oil well are feeding well. What you did was to send your terrorists to be killing them, to send your recruit terrorists into the army to be killing us, recruit terrorists into the police to be killing us, because they don't want the peace of our land. To recruit a Bubagu, put terrorists into and form them and say it's a Bubagu to be killing us. Certain checking points to be kidnapping us, because they want our land to be as their land is. They don't want the northern citizens to be blaming their leaders. So they want them, if they complain, they will tell them that the terrorists is everywhere. That was the reason why they abandoned the terrorism in the north and was focusing in the east and deposing, planning and instigating things in the east, so that the northern idiots will leave what they should be shouting for and be talking about IPOB ESN in the east. That is the game. So they make sure that the terrorism is all over Nigeria. So they sponsor terrorism. Nigerian government, through the northerners, sponsor terrorism to other regions. That is, so that the northern citizens will not blame them for insecurity. They will say it's a national something. It is everywhere. But it is not so, because what we have in the east are artificial insecurity. Planned, projected, sponsored, and facilitated by the government of Nigeria, backed up by the army and police. DSS are also part of the terrorism in our land. Every Nigerian forces in our land in the east, they have their own department of terrorism in our land. Everybody must apply his own angle of terrorism to vindicate the northern leaders in their language that terrorism is a nationwide something. That is why they will never talk about the terrorism in the north. You will see them talking about IPOB ESN in the south, because they want to hide their failure from their people. The northern leaders have failed, and they don't want to see their people see them as failures. They don't want their people to see them as failures. So they decided that everywhere will be destroyed, so that they will not be held responsible. This is what we are facing. This is the stage we are in Nigeria. So if you are a Yoruba man, mind you that as North is being ravaged by terrorism, unstoppable, your land is not safe until you are free from Nigeria. If you are from the east, mind you that as far as North do not have security, you can never have security. Instead, your insecurity will increase, because they are envying you. And that is where we are going to bring this very program of this BTV of today to an end. And from here, we are saying good afternoon. Thank you.
Hey! The bricks! Sunday! Oh, na 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 na. Watch it out! Watch me far away, see me far away, Shabada. Tell me what you saw, I will show you what I have, because I have myself. Authentic say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, you go learn to pretend. kind of Zobodani. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I talk. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I am. How na day? I don't come to speak my mind with no delay. Let them know say una eyes clear about una way. Watch out, many things they happen in that country you dey. So some people trouble upon people every day. Even when you dey, you go talk say you know dey. I need to understand why this one apart. I need to understand why this truth apart. The promise that we got and nationalize. The promise we will live and no complaints. Somebody watch me far away. Watch me far away. See me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself, then think say na defense, make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, you go learn to pretend. Do not run away, kind of Zobodani. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I talk. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I am. Samada, cha cha cha, kick Samada, Bumba. I come back again to tell people say, now here we dey. We don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We're living, but no arrange. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at Islamists killing innocent Christians every day. It depends on you, it depends on you, it depends on you. Chukwoki kobiama, Bateranyo senye maka, Bateranyo senye maka. I know ginaka, that is why I say, that is why I talk. That is why I know. That is why I say, that is why I talk. That is why I know. Mazinandikano, Mohamadike one, Biafra nile, Ayisigiga baniru, Onyaka ya docha, Weli feneme, Onye naya netuno hile, Chuku kwa mawaja. You are whiter than snow, Oku gibesioku. We stand where you stand, we say no secret trial. Onyinye chuku, Ezosika, Osiki, Ohamadike, no secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young, Osiki, Ohamadike, Osiki Jisike, Mastus, Ejike, Koli, Osiki. One day Puje Bije, Sikwa, no Welly Feneme, O Welly Fenafia, O Welly Fenaco, Junction, London, Osiki Jisike, Nahaku Ginazu, Umu Biafra Nile, getting the Nova, Asiki Gabaniru, no secret trial, no secret trial, no secret trial, no secret trial. Hey! Watch me far away, see me far away. Tell me what you saw, I will show you what I have. Because I have myself, oh, then think say na defense, oh. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go learn to pretend, oh. Do not run away. Find us over than you. That is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought, that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I am, that is why I say, that is why I say, that is why I thought.